The sun is not like the sun doesn't know what it wants. Actually, it's not the sun. You know what I think? I think it's the clouds. Yeah. The clouds are moving, yeah. So it keeps blocking the sun here and there, you know? So this is a very yeah, this is a very random intro, I know. Cause now look at this, like, come on. I just want to record a video, you know. I just want to do something with my life, and the clouds are not allowing me. The clouds have gathered, but let's just, deep the clear skin, kinda. Yeah, I just love it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nista, and I'm back with another video. Yeah, video. I don't know why I always talk like this, to be honest, but anyway, I'm back with another video, and today we're doing a book review. If you're new to my channel, I don't know if you're new to my channel. Oh, this is how the YouTubers actually talk, but anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, so today we're doing a book review on some of the Christian books that I've been reading. The last time I did a book review was actually almost 3 years ago. That's like a long time ago, because when I did it, I don't even think I was 20. I think when I did that video, I think I was 20. Was I? I think I was 20. Or either I just turned 20 or I was about to turn 20. But that's like a long time ago, because I'm not 20 anymore. I'm almost 23. It's almost my birthday. It's almost my birthday, guys. Yeah. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. So all I'm trying to say is that it's been a while since I actually did a book review on some of the books that I've been reading. So I decided, let me do one again today. I've been wanting to do a book review for the longest, and I thought, today the sun is shining. I took care of my skin this morning, so it's like, the face is glowing, the face is shining, all of that. So let's just, let's just film something real quick. So this video is not going to be long, because I'm going to be doing it in like parts. So every now and then I'll come on your screen with some books that you must read if you like to read books. If you don't like to read books, you have to read books. It's good. It's good for the mind. It's good for the brain. It's good for your knowledge. You gain more knowledge by reading books. Alright, let's make, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is nothing. Actually, let's just get right into it, because what? Before I start, I didn't bring all of my books with me, so I don't have everything here. So I'm just gonna insert the video. Let me see the video. I'm gonna insert the book right here. Am I gonna insert it right here or here? Either side, either way, you will see a picture of the book either here or here or here or here. Okay guys, so the first book that I want to actually talk about is a very special book. Yes. And the reason why this book is special, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me come closer. The reason why this book is special, is because I know the author. You don't, but I do. It's an honor, so I just had to put it out there that I know the author of this book that I'm going to show you guys. So let me sit back. Okay, good. So the first book I'm going to present to you guys is a book. It's a book written by my very own sister and friend, Precious Mensah. And this is the book. Here it is. So this is the first book I want to show you guys. So this is the only book that I actually physically have with me here. It was written by Precious Mensah. This is Precious. Precious is very precious. Yeah, man. So the title of this book is Beloved, It's Time to Love Again. And it's basically the journey of loving myself. Not like Precious's self. The journey of loving herself again. So in this book, Precious actually talks about loving herself again. So she talks about her struggles, the things that she dealt with as a kid, as a teenager, what made it very hard for her to actually love herself. And it's just so beautiful because some of the parts that she spoke about in the book, I don't want to talk about it too much because I actually want you guys to go and buy this book. It's an easy book to read, right? So I don't want to spoil it unless you guys are not going to read it. But yeah, it's very beautiful just because she talks about certain moments in her life, and it's just beautiful to see because like during those times, that's when I actually got to know Precious. So it's just beautiful to see how Precious used to talk back then and how she has just evolved and grown into the woman that she is right now. And basically, it's very transparent. Like from the first page, bro, guys, from the first page, she goes straight to the point. She didn't leave anything like out of it. Like she really dealt with everything, even though she's talking about like why she didn't love herself and all the things that she went through, the struggles and stuff. Like she ends up actually giving practical steps to loving yourself, and it starts with the love of God, obviously. And I feel like this is a very good book for those who are actually dealing with the same things, like dealing with like how do you call it, people who have a low self-esteem. Yes, people who don't love themselves, people who have low self-esteem. Like this book is really for you because you really understand that it's actually normal what you're going through, but at the same time it is not good. And the whole point is for you to actually learn from your mistakes and actually get to the point where you love yourself, because this is what God asks us to do. God tells us first to love him. The second commandment is that we need to love ourselves. No, let me rewind. We need to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. And you can only love your neighbor, you can only love the people around you if you love yourselves. Love is something very broad, but it is something very important in this day and age. It is something important. We need love in our lives. You need love. You cannot live without love. Anyway, the main thing is this book is going to help you to love yourself. And she has given you practical steps. Practical steps as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. The number of perfection is in the book. So the next books that I'm actually going to discuss and give a review on, I'm actually going to read it from my notes, just because some of the books I actually read it like last year, and my brain is only my brain is limited, if I can say it like that. My brain is limited but limitless in God. Does it make sense? What did I just do? What did I just say? All I'm trying to say is that some books I read them like a very long time ago, and I can't really remember everything. But a good thing is I do take notes when I am reading books or when I get a revelation out of a book. So I'm just gonna read it from my notes because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know, we have to be honest. The next book that I'm gonna talk about is called Kingdom: The Rise of the Creative Church. This book, guys, this book was the first book that I read in 2023, and I feel like I couldn't have started with like a better book than that one, because as this is the year where we infiltrate in different sections, it is important that we understand where we come from. And the first page, I think the first page, this book actually say, like on the first page, I think it even talks about the Genesis. And basically, let me explain like this. We were created in God's image, right? God created us, his spirit lives in us, right? If your creator lives in you, the one that created the heavens and the earth lives in you, what makes you think that you're not creative? Come on, talk to me. I want to hear it. What makes you think that you're actually not creative? That is something that this book actually tries to explain to you, that we are actually creative, and there is no way that you can actually say that there's no creativity in you, because the Holy Spirit lives in you. It's important that we as children of God actually arise and take what is ours, infiltrate, go out there. This book was so good. If there's something I can explain, the journey of reading that book was actually very nice. I really loved reading this book, to be honest. But yeah, it's short, but then it really does explain like our creative side as children of God. And one thing I also really found interesting about this book is that it was written a long time ago, but as I was reading it this year, it felt like he wrote it like the day before I bought it. That's how it felt like, because it's like what he wrote so long ago still counts for now. Like, that's when you know, sis, some people, they write books not just for a season. Some books are not just for seasons, you know. It will last for generations to come. The next book that I have for you guys is book number 3, which is Crazy Faith. I think we've all heard about Crazy Faith. Crazy Faith by Pastor Mike Todd. Crazy Faith by Mike Todd was such a good book, just because it was also in a season where Charlie Faith was, you know, jiggling. The faith was jiggling. Why did I do that? Oh my gosh, guys, I do weird stuff sometimes. I don't even know why I do it. Faith is actually broad. Should I give you the definition? What did I just say? Jesus. Oh, sorry. In this book, he's actually going to talk about different types of faith. Baby faith, crazy faith, what else? Trading faith. Trading faith was such a good part, because trading faith, I heard, the first time I even heard about trading faith was actually in a song by Even and Eris, I think. And at the end of the song, you actually hear Pastor Mike Todd preaching, and he talks about trading faith. And I think the story of this one is actually in the Bible, where when Jesus was preaching somewhere, and then I think a crippled man, I think his friends wanted to get him to Jesus so that Jesus could heal him. But the crowd was like, there was a whole crowd in front of Jesus, so they couldn't really get through. So then they went on the roof and then brought him down. You know, if you watch The Chosen, you actually get a nice picture of this story of the Bible. I would actually recommend everyone to go and watch The Chosen. But basically, it took the faith of his friends to bring him to Jesus through the roof. But once he got there, his faith was the next step that was needed. Like, now you have to trade the faith from your friends with your faith. Do you believe that you can be healed? Because yes, your friends can bring you to Jesus, but they can only bring you to a certain point of your healing. And if you want to get your full healing, a complete healing, you need to have faith. So that's all I can give you guys for trading faith, not for crazy faith. Yeah. So for crazy faith, this is all I have for you. I would tell you guys to go read it to get an understanding. So the next book that I am going to talk about is The Final Quest. The Final Quest has been on my wish list for so long, and then my cousin got it for me, and I was so happy because she didn't just get me The Final Quest, but she got me like the Final Quest trilogy. So it's basically like 3 books in one. But I'm only going to talk about The Final Quest, and then the 2 other ones, I'll talk about it another time, because I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to waste your time. Actually, I'm not wasting your time. But I don't want to talk too much because I don't like talking too much. So let me just explain what The Final Quest actually is about. So The Final Quest, right, was written by, I think, Rick. I don't even want to say because I don't know. I don't know who it was written by something like, I think it's Rick Donor. I don't know. It sounds like something like that in my ears. So that's how it sounds like. But yeah, The Final Quest, right? It is basically about, I think he's a preacher. Anyway, the writer of the book, right? He actually explains his dream. So he had a dream. And the dream, guys, the dream continues from The Final Quest to, I think, The Touch and the Sword. And then The Call. I think The Call. So it's basically 3 books. And it starts from The Final Quest, where he's actually talking about a dream. And then after that dream, maybe that he had, let's say, in between some time, no, he had, like, then God took him on another journey through his dream. And guys, oh guys, it's coming back to me. This book, I don't even know how to explain The Final Quest, just because The Final Quest is so spiritual. Honestly, the things he explains, like the things he saw in his dream that he's explaining in the book, it's mad. It's actually mad, because it's basically, he's talking about us right now. And I wouldn't even say like the end times. Actually, I believe we're living in the end times, to be honest, because I mean, look at the world. Look at the world. The world is fumbling. It's tumbling down, you know. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but yeah, the world is, you know, crumbling, whatever not. The world is actually, the world is the world. One thing that he spoke about in the book, right, was, is it vultures? What are vultures? I think vultures is what he talks about. Like, it's basically a battle with what we Christians are actually going through, and he explains it in a very interesting way. Vultures are these are vultures. This is a vulture. Yes. Wow, I love how this camera focuses. So good. And then look at me. Focus, focus. Ear. Nah, man. There's a camera is too good. What are you talking about? So anyway, vultures, like they were flying, and as they were coming by, like as they were flying, they were actually, I think they were the ones that were vomiting like things out. Some of them, I think some creatures were actually peeing stuff out. Some were vomiting things out. And basically what it was, all my days now I remember, like it was basically you had different groups, right? You had the group, I don't know, you just had different groups. Let's say you had group number 1, which was very good, but they still are kind of blind. Group number 2, good, blind, in the middle. And then you had group number 3, for instance. They were like, these people were just blind and going through it as they were in a battle. And I think what happened was, as they were fighting, I don't know, these vultures came and they started vomiting things out. And all I could say is, like, what these vultures were vomiting out were actually things that we struggle with. So they were vomiting pride, they were vomiting jealousy, they were vomiting depression. It was scary. Ew, because I don't know what to say with this book, man. Like, this book is it's so much. I can't even, like, I'm all over the place, because the final quest, you just have to read it. Because if I say I'm going to explain the final quest, Charlie, one thing I wrote in my notes here, some of us aren't even ready to fight back. Nah, but for real, are you actually ready to fight back against the things? Like, are you ready to fight against the enemy? Because the way the enemy is coming, it will do you like something. You will not even see it coming. The way he comes here, he comes so sleek, like a snake, and he attacks. And if we are not ready and on guard as children of God, Charlie, he'll catch us. He will catch us. I'm saying it because we have to be on guard, but we have to really be prayed up. We need to have the word of God in us, but we need to be ready to fight. Oh my gosh, guys. It takes more than just, it takes more than whatever we're doing. Honestly, the fight, the battle is hard, and you need to be ready. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my share, and subscribe to my channel. I promise I have some fun content coming for you guys. I promise. I just had to do some 1 or 2, I had to do some 1 or 2 before I could come with the fun content. But this is also fun. Reading books are fun. For my bookworms, you like it. Oh, I always do something awkward and I don't know why. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. And I will see you in the next year. I'll see you in the next. Promise me I'll see you in the next video. Promise me. So yeah, that's it for today. Arrivederci. Arrivederci. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao tutti.